Morning, everyone. I'm here to report the northeastern part of the United States has a very underrated no-see-em situation, or gnats, little black bugs. It's underrated in the Northeast. I'm in the Long Island Sound area. I'm going to be fishing Long Island and Cape Cod for the next month and a half. I'll fill you in on some details from there, but today we're going to do a little fluke fishing to start out. If you're from somewhere where the local term isn't fluke, those are summer flounder. 19-inch minimum size, 3 fish a day. Let's see if we catch a couple. Something's going on up top here. Monster bluefish. Oh, missed him. Bluefish. Those are blues, yeah. Look at all these fish rolling around here. This paddletail's gonna last 2 seconds. Striped bass. Is that what this is? Bluefish. Certified injuries. Here they come. Got 40-pound test on there, so we'll be okay. That's a healthy bluefish. Man, look how fat they are. Spearing or some kind of minnows. Plump and fat. Plump, fat, and healthy. Okay, let's just catch a couple of these. I see bluefish everywhere. So let me try to jig under them and away, a little bit away from them. I'm sure if I cast and retrieve, I'll catch those 3 to 6 pound blues everywhere. It looks like they're kind of everywhere. I think some of these are schoolie striped bass too, feeding up top. Look pretty small actually. I think these are mostly those smaller fish though. All right, let's leave these guys alone. I think this is going to be all a similar result. I'm sure there may be a few striped bass there, but I'm going to leave those guys alone. Okay, let's stick to some shallower stuff, see what we find. Try to look for some bait on the bottom. I mean, I could try jigging under these blues. I don't know. Let me try it. Slow and low. Slow and low. Slow and low. Slow and low. There's no way I'm going to catch anything under these guys there. There's no way. Hey, you never know. I dropped him. Oh, he's on there. Dropped him that time. I don't know. Occasionally I've caught fish in between all this madness. Odds are against you, I'm not gonna lie. Right, look at that. We got a prime specimen following the bluefish. Okay. Sea robin. I mean, there is a lot of bait that gets churned up behind these things, so. Okay, the question is, are there any stripers under this? There's probably a few. These are mostly those 5-6 pound bluefish, it looks like. They're everywhere. You see all that? All right, let's make a couple casts. I'm seeing a few stripers in this pod. That's no bluefish. All right, that took me a minute. I mean, it wasn't too complicated, but did have to make a wiggle or two. Disrupting my fluke plans. That's okay. Whiptail shad. Thanks, that's a nice one. Okay, let's keep up with him. Okay, so I'm using 40-pound leader. I think I'm missing a lot of bites because I'm on such a heavy leader, but there are those bluefish around. I don't know what the trade-off is. I know I said I'm gonna go for these fluke, and here I am not going for the fluke. You know, I'm gonna go down to a lighter leader. I'm kind of concerned I'm not getting that many bites because the leader is really heavy here. I'm gonna go down to 20. And I went down to 3/8 ounce jig head just now. I guess that's slower drop. This is gonna be a blue. I think these are stripers all now. I think they're on that sand eels or glass minnows, like one of these really funky small baits, and I'm sure there might be a few big fish kind of around. Very lazy rolling though. Yeah, a couple of these do look like they have some size to them. I mean, with this lighter tackle. We'll move on. Let's catch a couple, get some skunks off, and then we'll try to find these fluke. Man. That's fun though. Got them rolling all around. This is better than the bluefish, I think. Those little 3 to 5 pound blues are gonna tear up some tackle. Probably saying, why did I not bring any top water? I guess I'm kind of brain dead. I mean, this bait is the size of my fingernail. It's like very, very small bait. Yeah, bluefish too. Ooh, had like 4 fish bolting around it. That was kind of cool. All right, so we caught some striped bass, all the silly stuff. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's more going. I can't pay attention. I can't get distracted. The other thing is they're actually really fickle, so I spent a lot of time casting at them and I didn't hook up a whole lot. All right, first fluke. Short. There's one though. When there's one, there's more. There's stripers going, you know, those 28, 34-inch fish probably just going crazy everywhere up there. But there's, wow. All right, so it's a pretty fast retrieve. I think that's the big mistake I'm doing. I'm going really slow. I'm like twitching and pausing. Said I was gonna go fluking. And this striped fish keeps showing up. Taking advantage of my short attention span, but rolling everywhere. Sea robin, okay. Some fish out here are a little shallower too, huh? Okay. Okay. I guess I was fishing too deep for a lot of this so far. That guy thumped the paddle tail there. Okay, that's my first keeper fluke of the year. 19 is the minimum size. This fish is probably going to be like 21. There he is. Yeah, 21, not bad. Getting a little action. It's taken me a minute to really get in the groove, but cool, excited. Structure fish, it's not a numbers game, that's for sure. I wonder if they're in this like snot grass like the stripers are too a little bit. This guy's probably a little short. Yeah, that's the bait. Okay, that's all sand eels. I gotta come with some smaller profiles next time I'm out here. Because I'll show you this bait later. Missed this fish a couple times actually. Whoa! Is that a flounder? I had like probably like a 12-inch fish hitting me for a few minutes. Now it's a bad one. He spit up I think it's a piece of Gulp. I could be wrong. He's probably like 19 tops. Let's avoid the net and take a quick measurement. Maybe he's 20, I don't know. Last fish was a little, give me some rose-colored glasses because it was a little on the larger side. Definitely 19 and a half. Definitely over 19, no issues. All right, easily clears 19. Cool. That's a 3/4 ounce Berkeley jig head. So this is the bait I think everything's feeding on. This is called a sand eel. I haven't seen these in a few years actually. It's pretty cool. This does not match the hatch one bit. Probably Fluke's really good if I'm catching them like this. Now I'm just drifting and dreaming, honestly. Probably for like half a mile I had fish probably this big beating up my paddle tail, and I kept missing them. a lot of smaller fluke around here too. I mean, I missed a lot of fish. They're all like pretty soft taps and takes, etc. They're like that. See, he's on it. Let's see. I think a lot of the fish are that size. Just happy I had, my standards, decent day of fishing. Even if I don't limit here, that's just fine too. I see a lot of people fishing out deeper. I wonder if the bite might be better deeper, but 30 feet, I didn't do well in 30, so I didn't try deeper really, but 18 feet seems to be decent. These fish are aggressive. Getting bites pretty much within a minute or so. As soon as I figured out a couple things, I guess. All right, let's do one drift with the Gulp. There's a few sea robins around, but it's not unfishable by any means. Probably gonna get a lot of small fish right now on the swimming mullet. Light Fenwick's definitely give you a lot of action. Bang for your buck, right? Felt like a bigger fish when I set the hook into him. I wonder how many fish are piling on this jig. It must be like a half dozen at this current time. I think they're all small though. Really small, maybe. Ooh! Ooh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Light rod though, you know. Could be quite a bit. HMG definitely is this isn't the right rods to really try to stick these fish well though. That's a Guggen move right there. Getting his head out of the water like that. Not supposed to do that. All right, here's a limit. One for the swimming mullet. It's a 5-inch one. Rig that up on that. It's a 3/8 ounce barefoot jig. Okay. Let's see. Probably be keeping fish for much of the trip. Let's just finish out this drift. We're in no rush. See if we find anything else. Drop into maybe 40 feet. These are all summer flounder, so if you're watching from somewhere else, these are Fluke. This is a good sized fish. He's about 21 and a half, yeah. A little over 21. Nice. All right, let's get this guy on ice. I'm not gonna be greedy day one. We'll try to catch a couple nicer ones later next week, I guess. But I'm happy. Happy with that. You know, years back, I remember the minimum size was 21 inches in New York. Maybe a couple people remember that too. Boy, oh boy. I am on these guys. I will return to the Northeast full time and just become a sea robin influencer. I know there's other ones out there, but I would love to make that. These fish are kind of cool. Oh man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's been years since I caught them. All right, let's push in a little shallower, see what else we can find. It's funny how your, I guess, perspective changes over time based on what's available, what's not. I always kind of have the belief there's a time and place for the gulp, time and place for live bait, time and place for the Guggen method, procure, and, you know, a plastic. I'm not trying to say it's a superior method by any means to catch flounder. It works for me, but my jig's in the water for 2 minutes, tops really, before I get a strike from one of those things, or I'll get like 5 strikes in a row from a small fish. And that's the strategy, right? It's not like those jigs are in the water for very long. Hopefully you like that return to fluking. Probably be quite a bit more of that out of me. If you didn't like it, I apologize. That's what the channel's gonna be doing for a little while. Some Northeast fishing for the next month and a half, and we'll see what the next day brings. Let me get in there.